No, I don't want to lose him. He was part of my battle plan. I can't mess with my battle plan from here. Alright, now that you have all set up camp and an arduous task, time to go. Just seeing how long you can manage. How well you can manage that. Yeah. Okay. Oh, this doesn't look good. I'd like to know where my Varl are going. And you know. We kind of been going like 10 days now without food. A mother screams flood the caravan. Her daughter lies dead in the tent. We all know who did this, she spit, staring directly at the woman she scuffled with previously. Murder over a marriage? In these times, something must be done. The accused woman remained silent. Leave to a vote, try to discourage further violence, investigate the death, banish the accursed and her daughter. Okay, investigate the death. A healer joins you in the inspection. The young girl's corpse. An old infection, says the healer. No punctures, no choking, no poison. She died of disease. You report the news to the caravan. The mother admits she had always known her daughter was ill, and everyone moves on. Ha! You see, when you just take time to see what a problem is, it's usually pretty easy to solve. Okay. Gather around, Alters, echoes the shout in the distance. He's back! As Cooper and his band of warriors break through the nearby foliage, and behold the invincible Varl, the caravan is thrilled to see Crewmare return safely. Did the plan work? Asked Ubin. Work? Responded Crewmare. Of course it worked. Same old dread. Should be another day or two at least before they even find their own asses. And if you apologize, I'll tell you how I found these, Crewmare said, tossing you a pair of leather gloves that looked big enough for a Varl. He leans in close, whispers so Ubin can't hear. Had something to do with a raven's nest and a hair tie. Alright, I need to, before I forget, I'm seeing what the items do. That's the plan. Are the items worth it? As I've got a hairpin, a brooch, given as a charm by the god Ingrid to ward off disaster. It bears the inscription Persevere. 1 strength resistance. That's pretty sweet. And these, what are these? According to a myth, the god Dundir needs these gloves just to lift his hammer of creation, heavy as it was. I need more willpower. Do I have any of that? Dodge, armor, drawing aggro. Kind of. Let's see, 1 will per turn. Okay. You get back in there. You're not done fighting this war yet, my buddy. Let's see. What do I have? 1 armor? Let's add 1 strength instead. As far as the armor goes... Here, Ekel. Good luck. And I don't have enough level 5s. Oh wait, I might be able to make 1 level 5. You've got a good item. So let's promote you. I can. Yes. Alright, so let's go 1, 2. Alright. So yeah, past level 5 cannot improve them. Okay, +3 strength or +2 or 2 strength resistance and 2 drawing aggro. Don't want Rook to be the one drawing aggro, so he's just gonna hit hard. But she do strength resistance. What do I have her holding now? Armor, strength, and willpower. Okay. What does -1 drawing aggro. She can hold her own. Let's give her some strength resistance instead. And we have upgraded. Now let's hope nobody important starves. That'd be kind of awful if you could lose key players through starvation.
As Sigurholm approaches, we fear the worst. The once calm lake surrounding it now looks like a bowl that has been flipped. Proud homes sinking into muddy water. A side effect of the quake.
Well,
what
shit.
has the rest of the world become on the other side of those mountains?
Why is nobody ever in a position? I should have saved some renown for food. Oh my god. I was too excited to have a level 5 being able to use good items. Oh no. What if I sell my peasants? Clansmen, peasants, same thing. Catastrophe to another, says Aldiaf as you pull into Sigerholm. The town appears to be sinking into the lake. Townspeople peek from dark windows and makeshift hovels further up the hill. No, says Ivan, looking frantic. Where is she? He runs to the front of the caravan, looking out over to the water. Juno isn't here, and you get the creeping feeling you're not welcome either. Going up the river looks out of the question. The beach is bare aside from the occasional skeleton of a ruined fishing boat. You reluctantly set up camp in the sinking town. All I'm saying is, how long are you willing to wait? While taking stock of caravan, you've inadvertently walked into a debate between Aldiaf and Ivan. Here, I'm going to take stock. We have no food. That was quick. As long as we need to. And I think we need to get out of here. I don't feel good about this place. Why? What's wrong? Something doesn't feel right. The people here are staring at us like those vultures in the waste. I'm sorry, Ivan. I think Aldiaf is right. I saw a man. The whole time we were sitting up, he was just watching me. In a creepy way. How long before the dredge find us here? Juno will come. Just give it a little more time. Rook, listen to me. I need you to trust me on this. Let's buy. Okay, 2 days worth. Yes! We can eat! Alright, we're gonna talk to him, see what he has to say. You're really worried about her, aren't you? What? Oh, Juno. Word doesn't begin to describe it. If she doesn't find us here, or something has happened to her, are you sure what you saw was real? It could have been a dream, or, I don't know, you were pretty exhausted. I don't know. To be honest, I'm not sure anymore. Everything is a blur. Don't tell the others I said that. I have to hope it wasn't just a dream. What's it like to be a mender? How exactly does weaving work anyways? Why is Bellower still following us? Okay. How does weaving work? Well, the hardest part is usually seeing the threads. Everything is part of the tapestry. It's made of threads woven together. If you can see the threads, you can manipulate them. I don't know how to explain it really. It's like trying to play a harp with invisible strings. Look at my staff, for example. Some menders carve intricate patterns into the wood to help them remember the shapes of... like I said, hard to explain. What's it like to be a mender? Being a mender? I guess I never really thought about it like that. It's just part of me. They knew very young that I would join the order. Born into it, you could say. My mother and father both menders. The guild is for lots of people now. Builders and healers. Do they all pull lightning out of the sky? No, that's not normal. It's one of the reasons I know Juno. She's one of the council. She helps me control things like this, so we don't end up scaring people. Why is Bellower after us? I saw Grolfheim as it burned. Ivan gets a faraway look in his eyes. The thunder blew through it like the tempest, and Varl fell in the thousands. Most of the thunder left the city and headed south. Who knows where they are now? They might be destroying every town they come to, or heading towards Aberang. Bellower stayed in Grolfheim, just for the sport of it, I think. As we fled to Irontoft, I thought he just wanted to wipe the Varl off the map completely. But then he came after us. Maybe he knew Ivor was the one who killed Reyes. Maybe, but let's just make sure he doesn't catch up. Do you think this is the end of times? I don't know what to think. I wish I could give you a better answer. Even if we escaped the dredge, that serpent said the darkness was covering the world. I don't know how long it will take, or what it means even. I'm just trying to solve one problem at a time. The Menders are in Aberang. If we find ships and make it to the capital, we might have a chance. That won't take any more time. No, it's okay, Rook. I appreciate the talk. It's good to stay grounded. I spend all day worrying about serpents or thunder. I think a lot of people are intimidated or scared, maybe, of me. Don't worry, it's nothing new. I'm used to it. Maybe sometime we can talk about things that don't include the world ending. I would have loved to talk to you about sports, but the game didn't give me the option, so. Alright, let's leave. Look, wait, please, Ivan begged. She said she'd be here. We need her. You can tell he's terrified of leaving, as though he'd given up on Juno. I'm sure she'll catch up with us. She's not coming. Okay, just a little longer. Nope, she's catching up with us. Ivan looks across the lake with a 1,000-mile stare. He says nothing. We've got problems, said Ivor. The whole place is flooded. We could try to walk the muddy parts, but it'll be slow going. We can try to float the caravan over the lake, or we might tip or get stuck, or we could just go around the whole thing, but no idea how long that'll take. What do you think? Attempt to ford, coax the wagons, and float across, pay some locals to help, detour around the flood. We'll give you one of our supplies. Screw it, let's pay the locals for help. They need it. Locals become a lot more helpful when you swallow your pride and start offering food for help crossing the river. They give you a small fishing boat to borrow and show you the area to the best chance of making it across. You hope your luck holds out to the launch from the store. Despite, or you suspect because of your vigilance, the locals from Sigholm don't try anything underhand, as they take you in their small boat to the other side of the lake over several trips. You leave them with a generous amount of food. I don't have a generous amount of food. And they row back to the town. You hope it's worth it to buy some space from Bellower, who will have to drag his armies through the mud on foot. I still have 1 day of food. Yeah. Well, that didn't last long. If I have 1 day of food left, I shouldn't lose people on the last second of the day as I turn to 0. You don't eat a Twinkie and say, oh, I'm starving now. You eat a Twinkie and then an hour later you say, oh, I'm starving now. Stop dying. A well-tended farm with plenty of livestock draws the caravan attention. Upon your arrival, the farmer and his workers stand defiantly within plain sight, crude weapons at the ready. Their crossed arms make their thoughts clear without a word. Offer some kind of trade for the livestock, intimidate the farmer. Come with us, it's not safe here, leave the farmers. Okay, come with us. You warn the farmer of the approaching dredge, but the man spits and says, this land is my life, I lose that, may as well be dead. The farmer slowly nods in agreement, neither joining you or lowering their weapons. We need food. I don't like doing this, but your warriors step forward, unsheathing weapons and practically growling. The farmer's men blanch aside and step as the chosen hardiest beast. The farmer has the sense to say nothing, though the expression of his face stays with you for quite a while, even after you are away. You catch a glance from Alette, who stares at her feet and does not make eye contact with you. I'm sorry, Elite, but we're gonna starve. I tried to be nice. I would have offered to trade if I could have, but wasn't an option. As you're about to head off to sleep for the night, Onef pulls you aside. I have a couple of concerns I wanted to speak to you about, he says, in private. You find a quiet place to talk. Well, that better not have a thing for what's his name. What's on your mind? How well do you know the people traveling with us? How many strangers are in the caravan now? Most of them are dead. Who are you worried about? The group decides, not just me. We have picked up quite a few. Is this about Ekel? Who are you worried about? I've been watching folks since I joined you. Your companions from Skogir. They're loyal. I mean, it seems pretty clear that they'd die to protect you. I suppose I'd do the same. What about the Varl? You don't even know half those warriors. Telling me they have no problem following a man's order now? After everything that happened at Eintoft? They joined us voluntarily. I trust Ivor to handle it. If they're willing to fight, it's worth the risk. We could be more cautious. No. If they're willing to fight, we're gonna trust them. Until the moment that it's all gone wrong. What happens the first time the Varl don't want to do what you tell them? If Krumir gave the word, I guarantee at least half would follow. Let's be honest. They could take the caravan by force at any time if they wanted to. What are you saying? Suggest growing some balls instead of hoping it all works out, Rook. They're not the biggest problem, though. There's a mender with us, a mender who pulls lightning out of the sky and tells us what to do and where to go. Myself, I think we lucked out when his mentor didn't show up in Sigurholm. Ivan's just the apprentice? What in the depths is his master capable of? Think about it, Rook. What do you really know about Ivan? I heard they found practically dead in the middle of nowhere when the dredge started showing up. Then an enormous serpent shows up at Irontoft and tears the world in half. Take one look at Ivan and bolts. Suddenly, they need help our help instead of the Mentor's Council? How does that make any damn sense? You might be distorting what happened. He really isn't. I could have taken control long before now. A shrewd man with ambition can be very patient. I'm grateful for what you've done to get us this far, Rook, but it's always been about trust. I think it's time to part ways, so to speak. Nothing personal. Suddenly, you gasp for air. When you look down, Onuf is holding a knife buried deep in your ribs. You son of a bitch!